to my unbelievable V family all over this 2018 20th anniversary QNET and the V planet. This is your gorgeous chief, the one and only Pathman Senathirajah, recording this Wednesday message after talking to a lot of leaders and spending time with the one and only Dato Sri Vijay. And I have started to realize something. And I want all of you to listen very carefully to my message today. Now, I believe that the world is changing a bit too fast, even for my liking. That technology, WhatsApp, social media, the internet, as much as it is about modernization, convenience, allowing us to do business cross-border, allowing us to communicate with people like that, all right, share our life with the world on Instagram, on Facebook, on Snapchat. But bottom line, my fear is that the more modernized we get, the more technologically dependent we get, we lose the human factor. We lose our self-realization or our self-worth that we are humans. We are not robots. All right? That today you can sit down on a dinner table and everyone is on their phone and nobody even looks at each other. That even the words "I love you" is now sent with images and hearts floating and, cupids flying. And I believe that this is a major problem in our industry. Okay, the industry of network marketing is a human business. It is not a technological business. Technology helps us build a business faster, built to last, convenience, all right, your e-store, your virtual office, your WhatsApp group, Zoom, Smazing, Skype, allows us to do many things. But my fear is that I already observed the network today no longer understanding the importance of relationships, understanding of communication, listening, speaking from your heart. All right? Now, over the years, I pushed you guys very hard. Max out, max out, max out, presentación, presentación, presentación. And that is my mantra. It doesn't change. Because I want that to be your fundamental programming in your subconscious level. That you are not here just to make a little bit of money. That you are here to max out. Alright? That you need to understand that the most important activity is presentación, presentación, presentación. But along the way, I need you to remember that your systems, your trainings, your power of associations cannot be robotic. It cannot be without personality. It cannot operate without heart. That today I observe that networkers sit down with each other, alright, or you sit down with your leaders, or your upline sits down with you. The conversation doesn't exist anymore. It is straight away jumping into what to do, what's happening, what we need to do next, what's the challenge, what do we need to do here, need to do there, what's your group doing, what's the left doing, what's the right doing. And it reaches a point where your focus, which is a good thing, turns into a negative thing. That the more you remove the human element, the more you remove care, the more you remove relationship, brotherhood, sisterhood, family, alright, the relationship disintegrates. It breaks down the relationship. It builds up barriers that people don't know each other anymore. That sometimes you even sit down with 15 people in your organization. You don't know their names. That you don't stop. You straight away go into your training mode. Okay, this week, Wednesday message, how many of you watched? How many of you did your presentation? How many BV? How many this? How many that? How many that? But you don't stop to ask, what's your name? That's the most fundamental aspect of building a relationship. That many of you have trouble remembering the names of your leaders. Forget your network who you meet every day. That you go up on stage and you no longer establish trespass. You no longer tell a story. You jump into a technical training. You jump into a presentación training. You jump into a TAT mode without establishing and strengthening that relationship. The Dato Sri Vijay and Japa taught me from day one that you can get your downlines to do anything. You can get them to be switched on all the time if they have a relationship with you. Because I know one thing I've learned. over my limited time on this planet, alright, being brought up by an amazing woman, my mother, God bless her soul, she always taught me that people do many things for money. People do many things for stature, status, recognition. But people will do anything for love. People will do anything for a brother, a sister, a best friend, a relationship. Because many of you are starting to look at your downlines as numbers, as tracking centers, as a revenue stream. And you are failing to look at them as humans, people with day-to-day challenges, people who don't have anyone to talk to or listen to their problems, their challenges, that the uplines become so detached, alright? The uplines become so personality, iconic, superhuman driven, like a rock star, that they no longer can connect with their organization. And what happens down the road when somebody, even earning a big check, will struggle to answer one question: am I happy in this organization? Does this organization add any value to my life beyond money? Do I have real relationships in this team or organization? Does my upline really care for me? Does he know the name of my wife, my children, my husband, my mother-in-law even? That I realize today that our network is becoming so robotic that it's missing the number one essence of the human factor. That the power of relationship is more powerful than the power of money. That the power of brotherhood and sisterhood can build organizations that are built to last. That it will never collapse, even through the toughest time of crisis. That loyalty is a fundamental pillar in network marketing. That I am here today, not only because of money, not only because I'm upline and I have uplines like Dato Sri and Japa, but because of my love for them, my loyalty towards them. And that pushes me to do a lot of things beyond my call of duty, beyond my responsibility purely as a networker. That the V today is my family. The V partners, the AVPs, they are like my brothers and sisters. That we have been on this journey together for 20 years, that we will stand by each other through the toughest times and never abandon each other. But if it's only about the business aspect, about technicality, about the robotic aspect of networking, then people will walk away like that. So sometimes you are so distracted by your wants, your needs, that you forget that your organization are people. That your organizations are men and women with feelings, with emotions, with the need to basically, want to be with you. That the needs of this is fundamentally important. That you need to understand today that networking is human. That networking is about brotherhood, is about sisterhood. That networking is about love. It's about loyalty. It's about relationships. That networking is ultimately a human business. So if you fail to understand that this business is about people, alright, and people's feelings, and people's state of mind, and people's emotions, I know sometimes it's a big burden on your shoulder to listen to everyone's problem. I know sometimes it's irritating that your downline doesn't update you on TAT, BVs, and doesn't hit their max out target. Instead, they tell you all their grandmother stories, grand auntie stories, dog problems, cat problems, mother-in-law problems. But if they can't talk to you, who can they talk to? If they don't feel that this is a family, if they don't feel the emotional support, if they don't feel the love, they're not going to stay. They're going to leave. And right now, let me ask you a question. You are sitting there watching my Wednesday message. Ask yourself, you belong to a team. You belong to a fantastic system. But do you feel a sense of family? Do you feel a sense of belonging? Do you feel the love? Do you feel the loyalty? Do you feel the care from your uplines? If you don't, then confront them. If you don't duplicate the same behavior. Because I have downlines of mine who have signed up 19 years ago, 20 years ago today, who are still with me through the best of times and the worst of times. So my fear is that every time I sit down with the corporate family of QNET, the V, with anyone around the world, they all talk about technology, or this, communication, technology, IT, platforms, this, that. But nobody talks about the human factor. That network marketing is not a technological business. That network marketing cannot be replaced by robots. That it still requires you to pick up the phone and set an appointment and do the presentation, right, to another human. And understanding them, understanding their state of mind is fundamentally important for you to close and get that BV and get that sign up. And once people join your organization, it is fundamentally important that you create a team. It is more important that you create a family. That I believe over the past 20 years, Dato Sri Vijay and Japa, alright, are not only proud of the team they have created, but the family they have created. That we fight, we disagree, we face challenges together. We have our good days, we have our bad days, we have challenging times, we have times where we felt like giving up, but ultimately we never abandon each other. Because we are truly a family. And whenever I come on my Wednesday message and say that you are part of our family, that this is the we family, I mean it. That network marketing, alright, is built on relationships. Network marketing is built on love, on care, alright. That if you operate this business from your heart, you will max out. If you operate this business purely on technology and systems, even though it's perfect, you cannot max out. Because you're not dealing with robots. Alright, you're not dealing with slaves. Alright, you're not dealing with employees. You're dealing with entrepreneurs who want to feel that you are there for them. Who want to believe that you will stand by them until they max out. Who want to feel that you will not judge them. Instead, you will support them. Who want to feel a sense of belonging. That QNET is not unique. There are millions of network marketing companies around the world. But our biggest strength is that over 20 years, no matter what mistakes we have made, no matter how many times we have fallen down and had to get up again, as Dato Sri Vijay says, we have always remained a family that is there for each other through the best times and the worst times. So this week, on this Wednesday message, I want you to take time to re-evaluate how you are building your network, to re-evaluate how strong your relationships are with your key leadership, and how you are perceived by your downlines 100 levels down. Alright? Do they look up to you as the head of the family, or do they look up to you only as a success story with no personality, no emotional connection, no care, no love? Alright? Because I still believe in this statement, I said it on my Valentine's Day message, that love can move mountains. That love can create max out kings and queens. And I'm telling you this, that I've been around for 20 years. Because I built this business for the founders, from my heart. Alright? That perfection in technology, perfection in systems means nothing. Alright? If there is no relationships. That we strive every day to be better in what we do. That's wrong. We should strive every day to be better of who we are. Are you the best upline you can be from every aspect? Are you there for your downlines? Is your upline there for you? Can you confide? Can you pour your heart out? Do they provide you solutions beyond the realm of network marketing? So this Wednesday message is very simple. If you truly want to max out, which I believe you do, be human. Don't allow technology to remove what God has made us. We are human. You should be proud to be human. And technology can never replace the human factor of network marketing. No matter how technologically advanced our presentation becomes or virtual office, ultimately it's upline to downline. It's brother to brother, it's brother to sister. It's about care. It's about love. It's about being there for each other. And then you see people max out with happiness on their face. If they max out and they're unhappy, you have failed. So don't lose that human touch. Spend time the next 2 days asking people what are their challenges. Listen before you speak. Tell them your story. Tell them, remind them that you are human and not a robot. Remind them that the team is a family and not just an organization, alright, of strangers. That this is the vision of Dato Sri and Japa, and we must never change it. So I'm telling you today, I am Pathman Senathirajah. I am chief, alright? I am director of marketing and sales. I am so many things. But most importantly, I am my mother's son. I am human. I have weaknesses. I have good days. I have bad days. And I promise you, there will never come a time when I will abandon you, because you are part of our family. I love you guys. Be human, and then you will max out.